I took a little bit of a break, but now I'm back. So how about a quick tip video? Let's get to it. Alright, today's tip of the day involves AC compressor replacement and the oil that's inside them. Now many times when you get brand new AC compressors, there's enough refrigerant oil inside there for the entire system. So if you're replacing the compressor, like in this case we got a brand new Denso compressor here, if we replaced every single AC component on the vehicle, well, we could just bolt this up and we're good to go. We got the proper amount of oil in our system. If we're not replacing every single part, well, then we need to drain the oil out of our old compressor like I did over there, and we have to measure that and compare it to how much the entire system takes. And then we do a little math and figure out, okay, that amount was in that compressor, that means the rest of the oil must be in the rest of the parts. And so we would drain that amount out of our compressor. Typically you would do it out of the suction side. In this case it would be this one right here. So make sure you compensate, for any parts that have been replaced. If you're only doing the compressor, well, we just need to compensate for the compressor. If you're doing other lines, like in this case we got other components too, we need to compensate for that stuff too. So I already did that, drained the proper amount out. So once you get the proper amount of oil inside your compressor, keep these things in place and then take it, put it up like that. We want to coat that seal down there. Leave it like this, a minute or two is fine. I already did that. So once we get that for a minute or two, then what we want to do is pop these off like that, and then we just turn our compressor in the direction that it's supposed to go. So in this case the belt rotates on the car like this. Just rotate this a few times, and what we're doing is we're coating everything, including the seal. We're coating everything inside there, so when we are fired up, it's not firing up dry, because you don't know how long these things have been sitting on the shelf. You want to pop these off, otherwise, this builds compression, builds pressure in there. If you leave these snapped in place and bolted down and turn this a few times, well, you're going to get a nice oil surprise when you pop those off, especially this one. So we just do this a few times, and then we're ready. We can pop these back on so that we're not getting any contaminants in there, and then we can install this on the car and we're good to go. So that's your free tip of the day, and as always, if these little things help out, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. And another free little bonus tip for those of you who stuck around to the end: many times manufacturers will have a maximum amount allowable to be drained out of the new one. So no matter how much we took out of the old one, like in this case on this Honda, we're only allowed to take a maximum of 50 milliliters out. We can't take any more. It doesn't matter how much we drained over there. If our math tells us that we should take out 80 milliliters of oil, nope, the maximum allowable is 50. In this case we would err on the side of caution. We would have a little bit too much in there, and the manufacturers, like I said, would rather have a little bit too much than too little. Thanks for sticking around to the end.